What's up, producers? We are live. Oh man, give me a second. I want to make sure that we are here. How y'all doing, producers? Man, I had just got myself together and just left the gym, and I said, "Hey, I'm going to go live and talk with y'all that is here." Give me a second. I want you all to make sure y'all thumbs up the video when y'all come into the room. And let me open up with a story. I was at the gym today, and I can lift a little weights and stuff like that. I'm trying to get this this body right for August. Because not August Alsina, but for August, because I'll be meeting the producers in Vegas, and I want to have a nice body for Vegas. Okay, drinking my bottled water, and I want to look real good in Vegas. Because I'll be meeting some producers that I never met before. Some people I met and something, so I gotta definitely get this body right for Vegas. I'm definitely doing that. Okay. So shout out to everybody that's out there working out, either you're going out for a walk and stuff like that, you're doing some stuff. And another thing I was doing today, I was just on All Black Network. I was on the All Black Network watching a show, and they had who did they have on there? Andrew Caldwell. And I'm like, this man is literally took that whole I Am Delivered viral sensation, and now he is a celebrity. I don't know if he's a D-list celebrity, C-list celebrity, but he is a celebrity. He was on there, I think, with Lil Wayne's daughter, and they were talking about the bad boys of LA and talk about how he's going to sue them and how this is going to come. I'm like, come on now. You ain't going to be suing nobody. All right. So I was watching that. And of course, I was just getting my life, watching the show. And he really was reading Natalie Nunn, talking about her face and talking about how it's kind of crumbled up like a crumbled cookie. And I'm like, you got to be careful, ladies, when y'all doing all these surgeries. But I think her face is decent. Natalie Nunn's face looks decent to me. But he has definitely gone on this tour saying that he will not be at the reunion of Bad Boys of LA reunion. He definitely will not be there at all. All right. So shout out to the people that are here. We're going to get right into the mess. So I was just, sleeping, minding my own business, and I get a DM, from a supporter about Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee. And they said, "Hey, Wiley, have you noticed that, Armon unfollowed Jason? Have you noticed that Jason Lee blocked Armon Wiggins? He don't follow him anymore on Instagram." And I said, "Oh my gosh, what do you mean?" And so, of course, I go on one of my burner accounts because I'm not following neither one of those human beings. And I go on there and I type in Jason Lee's name, and I see that he's not following Armon Wiggins, and I see Armon Wiggins not following Jason Lee. And I'm like, man, what's going on? And I'm like, I know it's something with it. So I'm just laying down, minding my own business, heading to the gym, and I just get bombarded with a message and saying that Jason Lee, y'all know who Jason Lee is, wanted Armon Wiggins to do a show. And he wanted him to work on this show, but he wanted him to work on the show for free. And Armon Wiggins said no. Okay, he said no. Now this is gonna get real messy. He said no. I'm not doing the show. I'm not working on the show for free. Then Larry Reed gets involved in this. Dr. Larry D. Reed gets involved in this. That Armon Wiggins, this is all allegedly. Armon Wiggins DM'd or text Larry Reed. And he wanted to get some information to Tasha K about Jason Lee and that how Jason Lee wanted him to work for free. Let me see if I can read it to you all, because this just came across my desk. And I said, hey, let me just read it to y'all in here. Okay. Now, Larry Reed is reaching out to unwind with Tasha K. Okay. And I'm just, I gotta say it all, you know what I'm saying? And he was like this. This was how the message read. Hey, Ormond just told me that Jason Lee just unfollowed him and his whole team. He said, I can tell you, he said, the only reason he can figure it is because Armon wouldn't agree to do a new show with him for free. And I'm like, what in the world's going on? Because, you know, Armon and Jason's supposed to be the new big thing. And I've always said that, you know, Jason Lee do not understand Armon Wiggins' real talent. I think that, you know, Armon Wiggins is more talented than Jason Lee. We all know this. Jason Lee personality next to Armon Wiggins definitely do not mix. He have, you know, Armon definitely is more talented. But I'm like, why would Armon text Larry D. Reed about Tosh, you know, to send it to Tosh K? I'm not understanding that. And then Larry Reed went on to say, I asked him, could I tell you, I just wanted you to know in light of the conversation me and you had about him being more talented than Jason Lee. So these are all these conversations that's going on. So even Dr. Larry D. Reed feels as though that Jason Lee, that Armon Wiggins is more talented than Jason Lee. So of course I reach out to Armon Wiggins. I'm like, okay, do you want to say something about the story? Because me and you do talk on the phone and we DM each other. Do you want to say something about this? Because word on the street is you're mad at Jason Lee because Jason Lee wanted you to do a show for free. You know, how do you, no response? You know what I'm saying? I'm just reaching out. I didn't get no response. Told one of my team members, send him a DM, no response. And I said, hey, I'm gonna go live because I don't want nobody else going live talking about the story. Let me just go ahead on and break it. But I'm like, how I look at this whole situation, I'm like, why would you send a message to Larry Reed to send to Tasha? What's the reason of that? And y'all just had this big brunch. Now, mind you, they had this big brunch. Kanye West was there. Armon Wiggins crawled his way to get a picture with Kanye West. And he was just giving Larry all these praises. He was telling me, I would never sit with these people. I would never do this with these people. But then Jason Lee reached out to you and wanted you to work on the show for free. And then you said, no, I don't want to work on the show for free. I want to be paid. And then Jason Lee went on and just unfollowed you and the whole team. And now y'all got each other blocked. Now I'm just saying this. I'm like, why Armon Wiggins won't go live and talk about this? You know, this is something that he should talk about, that Jason Lee wanted him to work for free. And I'm like, if you really think Armon Wiggins is talented, if you really think he's the best person that money can buy, and he's just so talented, why you didn't offer him a check when Jason Lee has even came out and said, hey, I make a lot of money. I make so much money in it. Now, again, we're going to always say this alleged, you know what I'm saying? Because I get stuff sent to me. This all could be doctored. Who knows? I'm just going to say all alleged. But I'm just saying, like, if this is true, let's just say if it's true, you guys, let's just say it's just true. Jason Lee should offer Armon Wiggins a check. He should not come to him and say, hey, let's do a show for free. Because, you know, word on the curve, I was reaching out to people. You know that show that they did on Clubhouse? It was Jason, it was Funky, it was T.S. Madison, it was all of these people. They was doing this show on Clubhouse. None of them got a check. And that was the reason why the show ended, because nobody was getting paid. They was doing it for free. And then Jason Lee was upset with Armon then that he pulled out of the show on Clubhouse. But I'm not understanding, Jason, why do you want people to work for free? I'm not understanding that. If you have a show and you're bringing a show to the forefront and you want Armon Wiggins to work on this show, offer him a check. because let's be clear, he gets good money on YouTube. Let me see if I can pull up his salary. Give me a second, you guys. Let me see if I can pull up Armon Wiggins' salary. A second. Let me see if I can pull up his salary real quick that he get from YouTube. Give me a second. I'm just gonna pull it up here. Let me see if I can read it to you all. And of course, y'all can go on socialblend.com and y'all can see this. Let me see if I can pull up his salary of the estimate that what he makes. Okay. He makes about he makes about, as you can see, almost about $10,000 a month on YouTube. This is what I'm seeing right here. And of course, this is all just, you know what I'm saying, all, we don't know if this is real or not. This is all just, estimations. So if you're making $10,000, a month on YouTube on your own with your own cameras, your own lights, why would you work on a show for free? You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving a little estimate. The man moved to LA, so obviously the man is not broke. The man went to another country to get veneers. The man is not broke. So he's not going to want to work for free. I don't think he's in the business of working for free. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. I don't think he should. Nobody should work for free. Once you're going around, you're buying, what I'm saying, Gucci, and you're paying $4,000 to $5,000 of rent for a condo in downtown Los Angeles. Nobody is going to work for free. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that when I heard the information, I'm like, I really can come in and try to drag, but I'm like, I'm not want to drag them. In this particular case, Jason Lee, you know what I'm saying, should I offer free? But I will say this though. I believe that Jason Lee teamed up with Armon Wiggins to get back at Tasha Cat. I'm going to break this down for y'all that's in the air. I believe that Jason Lee reached out to Armon not because of his talent, but because he was beefing with Tasha K. If you can go back when Jason Lee went live, he would drag Tasha K child. He would drag Tasha K. So I think that was the only reason why Jason Lee said, hey, let me reach out to Armon Wiggins. He's beefing with Tasha K. I'm going to bring him on my show. They're going to have this whole, I'm going to bring him on the show. I'm going to bring him on a Hollywood Unlocked show because he's beefing with Tasha Cat. And you know how they say your enemy is my enemy and my enemy is your friend or something like that. I just think that was the reason why Jason Lee reached out to Armon, because of he was beefing with Tasha Cat. And it would have been no other way because even when Armon came on the show, he kept bringing up Tasha Cat. He kept bringing up Storm Monroe. He kept bringing those individuals up because he wanted, Armon Wiggins to drag them. And Armon didn't fall for the okie doke. But let's be clear. In this particular case, you did all it is. You wanted to go to Hollywood. You wanted to link up with Jason Lee. I knew Jason Lee can be trusted because, again, Jason Lee's going to do what is best for Jason Lee. How can you help me with my brand? How can you help me with this type of situation? So, of course, I don't know if Jason Lee think that he's better than Armon Wiggins and that he didn't want to offer him no salary, But again, if you're making $10,000 to $15,000 a month on YouTube, you deserve to get paid. If you're making that by himself, or Armon making about $10,000 to $15,000 a month, I'm just giving you an little estimate. Doing something for free is just wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just really not right. And reaching out to Larry Reed allegedly. Of course, Larry's going to reach out to Tasha and be like, hey, Tasha, what's going on here? Armon wanted me to reach out and stuff like that. Because I think, and I even said this to Tasha, behind the scenes, I think Armon Wiggins miss you. I think he rants and he does this because you done something. He think in his mind that you done something to hurt his feelings. So what he does, he go on these temper tantrums and he just gets you, try to drag you. And because you did not do an interview right for him. So that's what he does. And then eventually, after he get through dragging you, probably for a couple of more months, he's going to call you in the middle of the night, say, oh my God, Sasha, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to drag you like that. But I don't think her husband will approve of that because he also dragged the man. He also dragged the man husband. He dragged Tasha K husband. So I don't think her husband will even appreciate them even getting back of being close. But back to Jason Lee, I want to say this, and I say this humbly to Armon Wiggins, to Jason, to Give me a second. I say this. I say this humbly to Armon Wiggins, to Jason Lee, and to whomever. If that is what you want to do with your career, and you say, hey, I want to work with him for free, offer him some money. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody in this world should be paying something for free. I don't understand it. So when I got the information and information was sent to me, and I said, okay, in this regard, I don't believe that nobody should be working for free, especially when you're getting paid for like YouTube. But Jason, I think, when he get these comments and people say, "Oh my gosh, Armon Wiggins is more talented," you even Larry Reed have said that gets under your skin. You be like, "Oh my gosh, these people really think that this man is more talented than me." And then when Armon was on his show, I remember when he was like, "Can you reach out to Wendy Williams and get Wendy Williams something?" And he never got the Wendy Williams situation. And then I'm like, this man been on Jason Lee, been on Wendy Williams a couple of times. This is before she got sick. He never brought Armon Wiggins on there. And I kept trying to tell Armon, I'm like, he don't care nothing about you. Only reason why he's beefing, got you on the show is because you beefing with Tasha K. Anybody can see that. It's not genuine. You know what I'm saying? This not a genuine conversation. And I'm just being real. So of course we're gonna open up the phone lines. Are you all shocked by this? Y'all can let me know in the comments. Are y'all shocked by this? We would definitely let y'all know it in this and let us know. We would definitely open up the phone lines and let y'all call in. Give me a second. Don't let people manipulate you. They both fake friends. No genuine conversation on the real. Not shocked. Does the Clubhouse show make money? If not, I can see why he wouldn't get paid. Well, I'm me personally. I personally believe, like, if, and this is just me being real. Uh this is just being 100% real, and I want to keep this all the way real when it comes to Jason Lee and stuff like that. When you get people to team up, you got to understand, what is that person's motive. You know what I'm saying? Is it genuine, or is it, I'm beefing with Tasha? It's you look at that. When a person comes to you and say, hey, come on my show, and I think you're so great, is it because of your talent, or is it because you get hundreds of thousands of views beefing with Unwind with Tasha K? And I think that's where it comes from. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is the key. But hey, to Jason, to Ormond, to whomever, you got to understand this business. This business is very ruthless, and you got to understand your self-worth. So in this regard, I agree with Ormond. You shouldn't work for free. Nobody should be working for free, especially when you're getting paid good money on, so when you're getting paid good money on YouTube, when you're getting good money on YouTube, when you're getting paid good, you should not be working for free. But then on another hand, Jason Lee have a history of having his employees work for free. A couple of people came on Storm Monroe's show and said, hey, he had us working for free. We didn't get paid. We were unpaid interns when it came to that. So I'm not shocked that he reached out to Armon Wiggins and said, hey, you work for free. All right. So give me a second here. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I don't know if y'all want to call in or not. Definitely open up the phone lines. We're not gonna be here all day because I gotta watch WWE Raw. That comes on in about a couple of more, minutes. I'm not gonna be here all day. And give me a second. I'm gonna drop the link and allow somebody to call in. Y'all want the link drop? Oh, Chelsea one. Okay, hold on one second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. And then I open up the phone lines because I know some of y'all. I open up the phone lines because sometimes StreamYard doesn't work for the YouTube like that. So what I'll do, I'll open up the phone lines as well. Give me a second. Oh, hold on. Somebody already pinned it. Okay, hold on. Hey, Chelsea.
Hi, Wiley.
How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous because everything that I told y'all over the years is finally coming to light. Like I've been saying, and y'all try to say I was a hater, y'all try to say I was crazy, and I'm glad that the chickens have come home to roost. I've been telling y'all, Jason, don't be paying people, and he be wanting people to work for free. And when I put it out there, everybody was making fun of it. Oh well, you stayed there and worked for free. He tries to get people to feed into the bullshit of the Hollywood lights and glamour. And then when you sit at home after you spent all this money on your hair, makeup, and your outfit, and realize you ain't making a dime, but he online bragging about how he made six figures and this, that, and the third, then you realize how inconsiderate this man is. But Wally, you know what I think happened, and Armand's never ever gonna admit it. Wally, you remember when we had to go on Station Head and get Armand in his size 82 boots together after that whole what's them called, the brunch
Yeah,
with the one turkey bacon and the white toast with jam on it. You remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, that's the Black Future, Black History brunch that he had, or something like that.
And remember when I said one thing about Jayciana, she went and she bought all those press outlets, Huffington Post and BuzzFeed, to post that he was the newly hired media consultant or whatever to Kanye West for 100,000. And remember, I sat up there on your station head and I told Armand, I said, "Girl, now you over here bragging about how you rubbing shoulders with people during COVID, but your ass ain't never rubbed a fucking Cash App, ain't never rubbed the Zelle, ain't never rubbed the Venmo." I was like, you bragging about being with all these celebrities and ain't nobody paid your ass. And Coffee City in the chat, Coffee City, I see you. Say if I'm wrong. The next day, he got up and he said, "You guys are right. They're right." And you know why? Because I know you. That's the same day that you went to Jason and tried to ask for some money, and he hit you with the same shit he hit me with. Oh, I got it next time. Oh, use the clout or use the what's them call the notoriety to take your way. And I know Armand feels like an idiot. Like when
Mm.
I first wrote my book, Armand hit me up to work for him because he did not like Jason. He didn't like Jason for years. And then you teamed up with the big bitch to think that you was somebody popping, and you didn't get paid for your Iggy Azalea hosting. You didn't get paid to do all that promotion work that you did for the brunch. You didn't get paid for that Cardi B coverage. You didn't even get a fucking interview from the Cardi B shit. And now you sitting at home coming out with some whack ass SoundCloud music, trying to scrape your little coins together so you could stop buying a Mary trucker hats and actually buy a Mary jeans like a real rich bitch does. And now you want everybody to feel sorry for you, and you sending out these little. Armand went and sent everybody an apology PR tour, thinking that people were gonna feel bad for him because Jason ain't fucking pay him. Bitch, Jason ain't even fucking pay me, and I was working there for free for 2 motherfucking years. Don't nobody feel bad for your little clout chasing bird head ass.
Okay. So, what I want to say to people that are listening here, you worked, you didn't get paid by Jason Lee. And so this is like payback when it comes about it. But Jason, how he not supposed to not pay these people when he's supposed to be rich? I thought he got the Floyd Mayweather backing and stuff like that. He should be able to afford to pay you 10, 20,000, whatever the amount that you agree that need to be paid.
And another thing, this is how you know you're not a rich girl. Why are you bragging that you get paid six figures to be a media maven for Kanye West? And Kanye West is a billionaire, and you supposedly are a media maven that's been around for 6+ years. You supposed to been the way Jason acts. He's supposed to been be a millionaire. So why are you bragging that he's paying you $100,000? There's managers at there's merchandisers at Target that are getting paid $100,000 a year. So why are you bragging that a billionaire is basically paying you pennies? But Jason has been doing this finesse for years. He makes himself sound richer and bigger than what he is, and then he gets all the little baby create. Let's be real. The only reason Jason teams up with Armand is because of Tasha. Really, that's it. Because Armand, as much as he has a big ass mouth, Armand does not have that platform. He does not. You have less than 150,000 subscribers, and you've been on YouTube just as long as everybody else, and your views are only popping when you got Tasha K in the title. So he's not that notable versus when he's going up against Tasha. That's the only reason that Jason wanted to team up with him. But Jason has a bad habit. He tries to get people to big him up, and then don't even want to pay. He could have paid that man $500. He didn't even want to pay him $500.
Wow.
Like, and I don't know why you said Armon get good YouTube checks. Armon only getting $3,000 a month from YouTube, and he
Well,
don't got no good brand
reading,
deals.
I'm reading on Social Blend, and I know Social Blend is not really accurate. Those are just estimations. So, regardless, some people don't even make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month. Regardless, he's getting something from YouTube. So what I'm saying is, Jason.
But when you live in LA, $3,000 ain't enough. And then your BMI checks that you got from them whack ass songs ain't no more than $238 a month. Again, come on now.
So yeah, so what I'm saying is for Jason Lee, do you think that was wrong for Jason to say I'm not going to pay him? Do you think that's wrong?
Of course it's wrong, but that's in his character, and that's what's wrong with people. They think like when me and Nicole came out and told y'all what the fuck was going on with Jason, and there was another girl who wrote a book about the whole situation with Jason, but I'm not gonna give her no clout because she tried to say I was crazy when I came out with my book. And then she did the same exact thing a year later. When all these people came out and said that Jason has not been paying them, and then you got people coming to a brunch and you got Wonder Bread with Dollar General jam in a jar and 2 strips of turkey bacon. That's what you're serving at your brunch. That's supposed to be hosted by a billionaire. I don't know why people thought anything. I don't know why Armon thought anything less. I don't know why he thought she was going to be special in her red suit. That she was going to get paid after Jason has not paid people for years, especially even, I'm not even going to talk about them. I really don't want to talk about the girls at Hollywood Unlocked. But if you look at the lifestyle that they're living, you could clearly see that they're not being well compensated. So if he's not even paying his own workers well, that's been there for 5+ years, who is Armisha Wigout? Who are you to him? And you clearly was bragging to people about how you're rubbing shoulders with all these celebrities. Jason already saw what you were willing to do for free whippet shots. So he know damn well 2 pairs of oversized Yeezys, you gonna go all in. So you already depreciated your own value.
Okay, I feel, and because you wrote a book, you was a part of that camp at one point, and and it's really sad. I thought that Jason would pay his bills because he got the backing of Floyd Mayweather. He's traveling around the world. He go to Dubai.
What is the back? Hold on a second, Wiley. What is the backing of Floyd Mayweather? Please let me know. What does that mean? What is that? Because you take pictures with people.
He's supposed to be an investor of Hollywood Unlocked. That financially, he's backing Hollywood Unlocked financially. From what he wrote in his book, I read Jason Lee's book, but for what he had been saying in interviews, that Floyd Mayweather is an investor of Hollywood Unlocked.
Now, Wiley, I know this is bad recommendation, but I really would like you to throw that book out your library. Okay, only that book. Don't throw the rest of them, because here's my thing. After Jason stopped paying for his slot on iHeartMedia to do his radio show, and then he decided he wanted to be a YouTuber, you notice how the money team was no longer a part of his branding. So Floyd has not been a part of your branding for years, but you kept the illusion going for whatever reason. And first of all, you see how Floyd takes care of his bitches and his baby mamas. They all walking around with the newest Birkins and the fly shit. If Floyd Mayweather was backing you, why are you still wearing 2017 Gucci sneakers like you in high school? And you a 50-something-year-old man with an AARP card in your back pocket. If Floyd Mayweather was really backing you and backing your business.
Wow. Okay. All right. And so anything else you want to because I'm gonna get a couple of phone calls from the producers. Give me a second while I upload. Hold on, I'm gonna do it right here so people that can call in. But you have history, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't think nobody should work for free if you're getting paid for YouTube. Now, I don't know the correct amount he makes on YouTube. I know you say 3,000, Social Blend saying 10. I don't know the right amount, because I never talked to him about his money, but he's getting something from YouTube. And so if you're getting paid from YouTube, and if you work with Jason Lee, someone that represent that he got money, he should pay. He should pay. Most definitely, he should
Your
pay.
show is scheduled to start in 30
Or if you don't want to
seconds.
pay and you don't have the capital, Armand clearly is a Doja bitch. That's who she is. And so if you're not going to pay somebody, at least do what Zeus.
Hello, Chelsea, you there? There you go, Chelsea. You said
Yes, at least do what
Your
Zeus
show will go
did
live in
oh,
5
in the
seconds. 4,
beginning.
let that
3,
count down first.
2,
Okay.
1.
At least do what Zeus did in the beginning when they did not have the capital. At least include Armand in royalties or give him a stock in the company. So at least he could feel like, okay, I'm working towards getting a supplemented income. You gave that girl dust. You gave your buddy, and y'all was all teamed up, kissy faces on each other's channel and shit like that. And you didn't even want to give her $500. The government gave stimulus checks for $500. That don't make no sense. And you couldn't even give your homegirl. You couldn't even spot her little nothing.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the phone lines. We have a special guest. Chelsea is here, and she have history with Jason Lee, and she definitely is speaking on that history. And of course, it's been word on the street that Jason and Armand have fell out over not being paid for a show that Jason wanted Armon Wiggins to do. So I'm gonna say your last four, 2656. Caller, you on the air?
Hey, Wallie, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful.
That's good. I always miss your show every time, but I'm happy I heard it live. My whole thing is I want to just address Chelsea. Is she still on the phone?
No, she just ended.
Okay. Because this is my whole thing. I hate when somebody gets with somebody and then you switch up and then all of a sudden they're the bad people. I understand everything that she's saying, but you're saying that he's not paying his people right, but you're the same person that had to move in with another man.
Oh, here we
so
go.
Who's not paying who correctly?
Oh, here we
Do you
go.
see what I'm saying, Wiley?
Okay. We not gonna go back. Okay, but to her offense, she had two apartments. I'm not gonna go back down that lane. Y'all trying to be messy here. I'm not going back down that lane.
You ain't gotta go that lane. When I was trying to call it was before Chelsea, but she just kind of worked me up. And I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a fan of Armand, I'm a fan of Tasha, and I'm a fan of you. I'm not even going to lie. But I just want to know, when did it go left for you and Armand? Because I could have sworn he was on your show.
Well, for me, it's not going left. For me, I'm just sitting here doing commentary. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, sister. I never met him in person. You know, it haven't went left. This is a story. You know what I'm saying? And this is a story that came across my desk, and I'm just covering the story. We could go, if he come to Dallas, we can go to IHOP, eat some bacon, pancakes, and some fruit. And you know what I'm saying? Plus I'm just covering the story no different than him covering the story and getting Larry Reid together and felt that Larry Reid was messy for leaking out the stuff about Kerryon Franklin. So it's no different. You know, I just cover a story. You know what I'm saying? And if I can't...
And you know what, Wally? That's one thing I can say about you. You're not biased. And the fact that you just told me y'all never even met in person, I done heard you say numerous and nice things about Armand. I thought y'all actually knew each other. So
we have known each other like on doing social media, but I even took his side. I'm like, listen, if this is true that Jason wanted Armand to work for free, I'm with Armand. You shouldn't have to work for free. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm just going to be real with you on that. But if something come across my desk that I need to cover, of course I'm going to cover it. And if I can't cover it, then I don't want to be a friend of somebody. I can't cover a story. You know what I'm saying? That's I have to be willing to be free for the audience because I know my audience like it when we cover stories like this.
Mm-hmm. We do. And my whole thing was with Chelsea because I feel like she just nitpicks and I feel like she sits there and she waits for every little thing that her mom does so she can critique it. And I was just listening to your show and I'm like, why is she on here? But that was all I wanted to say. Let me get home with these kids.
Okay.
Boy.
Well, thank you so very much. My guys, thank you so very much
Bye-bye.
for calling in. Okay, how do you feel if Jason Lee told you to work for free? Would you be upset? Would you unfollow or would you work for free? 0235, caller, you on air.
Listen, I don't think Armand is offering anything to Jason Lee. to be honest with you. When he did that Fox Soul interview with T.S. Madison, it flopped. So I don't even think that he should even got paid for his services, to be honest with you, because the only way he gets popular through his YouTube views is through his hate for Tasha K, for Nicki Minaj. Those subscribers are haters. They don't watch for Armon. They watch because Armon drags them. You have to understand that the subscribers, they're the ops basically, and Armon is never going to get anywhere if he thinks that he's this popular YouTuber and that he's getting all these views because of his personality. No, it's because he drags them and people like that. Those are the haters. So he shouldn't even get paid for his services because he's not offering anything. No one's watching for Armon.
All right. Oh, okay. I hear your point. I think that let's be clear, when he went on Jason Lee's show, he brought in the ratings. Now the ratings did not duplicate with T.S. Madison and Fox Soul. The ratings wasn't there. But when he went on,
Jason Lee is part of the op.
When he did I forgot what he called his show. When he went on Jason Lee's show, the rating, it was more ratings, but when he went on T.S. Madison's show, it just did not hit. Like, it was a flop. And I looked at the ratings and I was shocked because I at least thought it would have got more ratings. 3,000 people watched that particular episode. And I'd have thought it got more people to watch the show. I really would believe so. I thought, hey.
Yeah, but you have to understand that Jason Lee hates Nicki, hates Tasha too. That's why people were tuning in, because they wanted to see them drag them.
Okay.
They don't care about their personality. They just care about them dragging them.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But we thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you so very much for calling in.
All right, thank you.
No problem. I love that call. He always call in. The number is 646-716-8447. Tasha K said, hey, y'all, I'm out. Larry's innocent. It's all me. I sent Wally those messages. Larry had no idea. He's a great dude. It's all my fault. Tasha, sent us the message. And I want to say this, Larry is a very, very good guy. Anytime you about to bail somebody out of jail, you a good guy. Anytime you about to bail somebody out of jail, you are a good guy. All right. Let's go to the phone line. 646-716-8447. 3376, calling you on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
So this is Katorbe. My thoughts on it are this. Even though Armon and I had our differences, I still believe he should have got paid. Regardless if he did a little bit or a lot, he should have gotten paid. Because at the end of the day, that was his sweat, his tears, that was his work ethic, that was his face he was promoting. And I don't believe in anybody working for free because that's slavery. And if anybody paid attention, Hazel E has been speaking about the way that Jason Lee moves since Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, before we even seen him on TV. So that right there in itself is alarming. And then how he trashed Melissa Ford, another alarming event, and the fact he keeps associating himself with Floyd Mayweather. And I think Chelsea is the perfect example, whether, the producers like her or not, to speak on her experience, because she did go without getting paid and she was clowned by the media and stuff like that. So perfect example. She was there in the midst of it. He wasn't paying her. So I don't know why Armon, who did cover her in a video, would even go over there to work with him. I do think there was animosity. He was like, let me get back at Tasha K. And another thing, the reason why the T.S. Madison interview didn't do well is because T.S. didn't promote it. I didn't see it nowhere. When he was going over with Jason Lee, I saw that and I saw what you said, but I didn't see it nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I can be, outside of the box and seeing like, wow, that's messed up. I hope Armon got his receipts. I hope he does an expose. I will definitely cover it. And that's just how I personally feel about it.
All
Would
right.
you go work for Jason Lee?
Not for free. I'm sorry. Like I have bills that be paid. I just got the phone with my school. I'm trying to get back and get the school payments paid. On that payment plan. I can't work for free. You know what I'm saying? Now I can understand if you are if you are a college student and you want to intern to understand the ropes of media. I can understand you working for free because that's help you with your education and get. You know what I'm saying? But me.
But those intern hours are for a certain extent, Wiley.
For a certain extent,
right?
Yeah, that's true.
Get that confused too.
Absolutely, you just can't burn with that as well. But no, I cannot work for, especially when you're rocking Gucci. You got on the Yeezys. You're going to Dubai. You're going to Jamaica. You're going to all these places around the world, and then you can't offer me a check. Oh no way, I'm not doing that. Especially
having margaritas with the boys,
right? Especially I'm bringing in ratings for your show and I'm not getting a check. Oh my gosh, no. So I'm glad that he said no way. Like this slavery is over and there's no way. And people need to understand, even when you're working a regular job, people don't want to make $7.25 anymore. They want to make $15, $20, $25 an hour to work at Burger King. And yet you want a person to work for free on YouTube? That's not gonna happen. I don't. People are waking up.
That to me is crazy. That's crazy. And to the people who keep asking, why are you covering this? Listen, do they not want us to eat? You should be able to cover anything and everything.
And I will.
When Fox News and CNN find out something, even if they're buddy, they're going to cover it. Once you reach a certain point, maybe you can, I'll give this story away. But we're up and coming still because, we're not mainstream. Yeah, people watch us. But you should be afforded the opportunity to cover it because we're digital media analysts. We are content creators. We provide content. Like your commentary is definitely important because you're speaking from somebody who made up with Armon and you still have insight. I think it's crazy to be like, well, we're friends now, so we can't say anything. No, because if the opportunity afforded itself, would he do the same?
No, he would cover it. If I were to get arrested today and it blasting over, you think he's not going to cover my arrest? Like it will be talked about. So thank you so very much for calling in. All right. The number
is Wiley.
No problem. The number is 646-716-8447. All right. 646-716-8447. That is the number. Give me a second here. 9012. You're live on the air.
What's going on, Wallie?
Hey, doing good.
That's good. I just feel like Ormond, he made the right move by not, working for free. He definitely made the right move for his dad. But like the unfollowing thing and all that, and if he's not, and okay, we get that he's not talking about it now or so, but I have a feeling he's going to talk about it. I just don't think right now he's not because he's like heard about that. But I feel like, Ormond got to stop having ill intentions behind things. Like if you follow, if you're not getting paid, if he doesn't want to pay you for your work, then you unfollow him and you're not friends with him and things like that. It's like, dude, you should have known that. Like, you ever watch Heaven Hollywood?
No, Heaven Hollywood. No.
He's one YouTube creator that knows all kind of stores, have their number and everything, but he's not blowing up anywhere, not blowing up like he should on YouTube, or like they don't even back him on like that. You know what I mean? And that goes to show you can't just go with just because you know somebody thinking that that's just going to help you. No, that's not going to be enough. Like you just said, oh, I know this person, I know that person. That's not going to always help you. And I like Ormond. I'm not saying that, he always have an ill intention behind things, but when he gets mad and he gets in his feelings, he goes like really forward with things. And it's like, I kind of feel like this is like kind of his karma. It's a wake up to reality. These are not really your friends. These are not people that really want to help you. They just want to use you. You know,
I
and
feel
like
you on
look
that.
how he caps for Cardi so much now and all that, and it's just like, you know, it's like, dude, what are you gonna do when you really have like a problem? Like, what if you can't pay your rent or something? Can you call her?
Now, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
But
So it's just
if I
like,
could
you know, you
could
gotta
pay my
really.
rent, she'll be one of the first phone calls I do make. Like I've been.
I mean, right? You know, I mean, come on, aren't we supposed to be friends? Are we supposed to da da da? But you know, he like, I just feel like he got to stop putting that like friendships and all that in front of like with his business and you know,
Right.
you're mixing the two, and it's not going to work out that way. If you're going to do something for business, to me, if you go cap for Cordy all like that, you should have. And Cordy came to you all like that, you should have been laying down and like, okay, you want me to talk about you? You want me to sit up there and say whatever you want me to say about you or whatever? You're gonna have to pay me for that.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. You got, you know, and I just feel like he just got to stop having so much ill intentions behind things.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. We got a lot of callers here. Should get to your point. We got to get to you. 3352 caller, you on air.
Hi, Lanny. How you doing today?
I'm wonderful.
But I agree. I also know Fair Scott. I also know Armon Wiggins. But yeah, I'm with him. I wouldn't work for free. Oh, I'm sorry. This is my neighbor. I'm taking some out. But I agree with Armon. I wouldn't work for free at all. I wouldn't work for free. I know you wouldn't.
No. No.
I'm not working for free.
Absolutely
but
not.
I'm a broadcaster, so that hurt me when they said you can't cover it. I know I'm on Wiggins. I'm also going to cover it myself.
Facts.
I'm also going to cover it because that's wrong.
I agree. I agree. Thank you so very much for calling in, sir.
No problem, bro.
Okay. All right. Wow, it's so good getting new callers. 9542, caller, you on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I'm cool. I just wanted to say real quick. I think it may be something a little deeper because if you're cool with someone, I'm trying to think in business. If you have a good business relationship with someone and they ask you to do something for free, like, hey, I have this project coming up. We can't pay you for it right now, but do you mind doing it? And I decline and say, nah, right now I have bills. I got to do something else. That's no reason to unfollow someone. You know what I mean? That just shows the flimsiness of the relationship. Is just the first time you say no, and if y'all are unfollowed and all of this stuff.
Because it's not a genuine friendship. You know what I'm saying? At all.
Well, even if it's not a friendship, you know, sometimes in business or when you're at work, you have a work friend or somebody in business and there's friends. Well, like anything that has to do with business, you talk, you guys are cool, you go out to lunch and all that. That's still separate from a personal friend. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, like, in that kind of relationship, if the opportunity is presented and you say, you know what, I'm sorry, this is not for me. It should have been that should have been it. I don't understand all the unfollowing and all that kind of stuff. Like, I think that's where the scandal of it all comes in. You know what I mean? Like, why are you not following anymore? What happened? And it makes it seem like it's something big when we don't know. We don't know. But anyway, thank you, Wiley.
Thank you so very much for calling in. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. 4334, call you on air.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Okay, well, here's my take. Sometimes working for free can be beneficial, depending on the situation. I'm not sure really what the situation is, but Jason Lee needs to humble himself because, first of all, I think he thinks he's bigger than he is because he doesn't always get the views. For instance, that Kanye West video he did, that interview, he's still not at 1 million views, and that was like 3 months ago. Who interview Kanye West and don't have 1 million views?
That's facts. That's
And
big
so I think
facts.
Armon was like, back when they first started working, it was beneficial to him to be on Jason's show. But I might get more views than Jason. So maybe he like, well, this not gonna benefit me. So yeah, at this point, I need some money. And so I'm not mad at him for not doing that. But the thing about Jason, you need to humble yourself. I think if he ate some humble pie and stopped bragging about you got this and you got that, more people probably will work for you. Maybe not for free, but more people will be willing to work with you. You know what I'm saying? For a smaller YouTuber to get extra views and everything, it can be worth you working for free because it is gonna eventually lead to more money. But Jason Lee, it's not gonna lead to any more views. If you can't get 1 million views off of Kanye West, I mean, what am I doing? I can make more money on my channel. So if I was on mine, I wouldn't have worked with him either for free.
I
You
agree.
need to come off that money. And
Because for
I
me,
think why
I can understand if we were to do Clubhouse for first starting out, boom. But if you want to come to me for something else, I already did that for free, right?
right.
If you're coming to me for another project, and I already came to your show multiple episodes for free, and you got a lot of views off of me, then you coming to me for another it got to be a payment here. You know what I'm saying? And like sometimes people use their celebrity status to have you working for free. We go down a line of these celebrities that have been using people and not paying them fairly or not paying them at all. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for instance, like somebody like a new YouTuber working with Tasha K. That would be beneficial because she has 1 million subscribers. So if I was a new YouTuber, yeah, I would work with Tasha K for free because working with her, I know in turn that's going to give me views. That's going to get people talking about me. In that case, yeah, I would. But you know what? One reason I think that T.S. Madison interview didn't get as many views. I like T.S. Madison, but by herself, she's not entertainment to me. It's like she needs somebody to feed off of. And so Armon sitting up there talking about himself, like, don't nobody really care. I want to hear Armon talk about other people. I don't want to hear about your story. It's boring. T.S. Madison, she needs somebody to feed off of. She's not entertained about herself. Unfortunately, for me, she needs like a Kaya or a Funky Deneva. She needs somebody to feed off of. And Armon, I'm sorry, nobody cares about the story. I'm not trying to be shady, but I don't care. You know? That was all Wiley. That was all I got to say, Wiley.
Oh man, thank you.
I'm going back to the chat.
Thank you so very much. Oh man. Okay. I do want to post. This is from Tasha K. I want to read this, and I'm going to read this. So give me a second. Jason, however, Jason put Armon on, put him in circles he wanted. He definitely paid him other ways. He had monetized the clout on his own without effing over the people that helped him. Jason should have gotten a pass. And that's what happened. Because I doubt this is a whole story, only because it sounds like a sympathy ploy similar to what he did to me. That is from Unwind with Tasha K. That's from her directly. So, I mean, personally, I don't think he should have messed over, the Tasha K thing. That's just me. Me personally, I don't think he should have messed over the Tasha K thing because it was a miscommunication. And what did he do? He went live, went on social media. He dragged Tasha K. He dragged her husband. He said she should lose her livelihood. When you have people that's speaking death to your career, that's deadly. That's not right. So that was good that Tasha K reached out and said that. And of course, I want to read that again. She said, Jason put Armon on, put him in circles he wanted. He definitely paid him other ways. He had to monetize the clout on his own without effing over the people that helped him. Jason should have gotten it passed if that's what happened. Because I doubt this is the whole story, only because it sounds like a sympathy ploy similar to what he did to me. And that is a statement from Unwind with Tasha K. All right, let's go to the phone. We got 4 more callers and we're done. 2074, caller, you on air.
Hello, good afternoon, Wiley.
Hi.
Yes. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to Tasha K, the queen, for getting 1 million subscribers again. Tasha K, we in the tropics, we love you very much. To hell with what the American self-hating Black women say about you. We love you and we support you. Wiley, I don't feel bad for Armon. I used to enjoy the banter between Armon and Tasha K until that Cardi B trial and the way Armon became very obsessive and downright hateful, supporting a Hispanic woman over a Black woman, a self-loving Black woman, a Black woman who doesn't feel she has to wear weave to be pretty. She's beautiful and she's authentic and she lives in her authenticity. So I unsubscribed from Armon because of that. I'm not surprised. All his relationships will fail because he does tarot, but he does not understand energy. His commentary during that Cardi B trial was vicious. He wanted to destroy Tasha K. So what, 2 months later, after everything has died down, do you think he's going to be happy with other relationships? No, it's energy. It is what it is. I'm not surprised. I feel nothing. Tasha K always says the following. When you become friends with someone over the hatred of another person, it will not last. And that is exactly what happened. So, I mean, it is what it is. He will keep catching his karma until he seeks professional help and goes to therapy to let go of that hatred that he has for this Black woman. Thank you and have a good day.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Thank you, sister. All right. 2434. Calling you on air.
Hi, Wiley. How are you doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Yes.
Okay, great. It's been a while since I came on your show. I'm a supporter. It's been a while. However, let me give you a couple pointers of how I feel about this situation. You know, I'm a big supporter online with Tasha K as well, and it was definitely sad to see the beat that went down in the past with them. But one of the things I think for Armon in this scenario, should he work for free at the stage that he's at? Probably not. However, I think one of the reasons why he wouldn't be offered pay is because he has created a comfortable foundation with Jason Lee already. He pops in on Jason Lee's show before, giving his shady commentary and joining those conversations. And it was based on the dislike for Tasha K. So number one, you create a space of comfortability with another guy that's messy, and then you want to get paid. No, you should have remained professional, build your brand by being a part of that brand, but not like based on tearing Tasha K down. Okay? So I think, Wiley, you covering this commentary is cool because from ever since day one, when you had like 1,000 subs, I've been rocking with you. And I'm telling you, you have always covered every single commentary. It don't matter if it's somebody you like. It don't matter. So I have to give you fairness in that. Armon, the unfollowing thing, you got to know sometimes that in business, when you're working, it's like that one lady said earlier, I think a couple callers earlier, you can't just do certain things because at the end of the day, your relationship was supposed to be professional. I think some of you guys are building some relationships that don't need to be personalized. And then you're getting your feelings hurt and stuff like that. Let it be built up on the content, not these sideline, tear down Tasha K type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got to say.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8.
Right.
Thank you so very much. All right. We're going to get another person on here. 3989. You live on the air.
Hey, Wiley. How you
Hey.
doing?
Love you. I'm doing
It's
wonderful.
me.
Yes. Okay.
You love my what?
I said doing wonderful. Go ahead, sister.
Okay, two things. Tasha is definitely right. Jason Lee put Armon on, and what Armon do? He acted like a spoiled brat. He wanted his way. He wanted his money. He wanted this. He wanted that. And so at the end of the day, he's going to be out. And another thing, are we missing the point that Jason Lee and Cardi B was like thick and thick, right? But you notice they're not like that anymore ever since Armon and Cardi B got really close. It's almost like Cardi B sort of kicked him to the side a little bit and sort of replaced him with Armon because, Jason Lee, his platform is a little bit bigger, so he can't really go into really go in on like a Nicki Minaj or anything like that because he has to kind of like keep it a little bit up above, but Armon can like really go deep, dirty kind of in a way. So that's kind of why Cardi B attached herself onto Armon. And so I believe there's a little bit of jealousy somewhere, either it's with Jason Lee towards Armon in that whole Cardi B relationship that, nobody's really talking about. And so that's how I feel about it. I don't know what your thoughts on that or what.
All right. I already pretty much gave my thoughts. And of course, we read a statement from Tasha K. And of course, we're going to read that again. But thank you so very much, sister, for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. We're down to 2 callers. Give me a second and I'll give my closing remarks. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, Wally, thanks for covering the story because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have known this was happening. But the statement that you read that Tasha K put out is 100% what I wanted to say, but Tasha K said it so professional. So basically, without Jason Lee, Armon wouldn't really reach where he is now because Armon keeps saying no mentor. But if you look at it this way, Jason Lee was some type of mentor because if it wasn't for Jason Lee, I don't think he would have had the backing of Cardi B. Am I mistaken? Am I wrong? So it's not always about money.
Okay,
you have to look at the long run at the end of the day.
Okay, that's a good
because
point.
Because you wouldn't have been hosting. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
of
a
Jason
good
Lee
point. Okay.
that you got a touch acquainted with Cardi B. So once again, it's not always about money.
But if you got bills, that need to be paid,
it's understandable. You're going to do it. You're going to work it out and find a way.
Okay.
You're going to work it out and find a way because other doors will open. You get what I'm saying? It's not always about money. And it's not like he was starving.
I feel you on that. You exactly.
And once again, Tasha K's statement was perfect.
I feel you on that. Thank you.
And Chelsea, you read her down, and I lived for the read. Thanks, Wallie.
Thank you so very much. Okay. Thank you so much.
And the girls called out his statement. So we want to see: is it 3,000 or is it 10,000 or is it more?
Or is it more? Yeah. All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. I want to read her statement again. She said, however, Jason put him in circles he wanted. He definitely paid him other ways. He have monetized the clout on his own without effing over the people that helped him. Jason should have gotten a pass if that's what happened, because I doubt this is the whole story. Only because it sounds like a sympathy ploy, similar to the way he did to me and T.S. Madison. All right. That's a statement for Unwild with Tasha K. Anonymous, you live on air. I'm sorry. Anonymous?
Hello, Wiley.
Hi.
First of all, I do not think that nobody should work for free. Armon Wiggins definitely did deserve a paycheck. Jason Lee is not the shade room, so he's not that popular. He's a perpetrator in my eyes. He always calling Floyd Mayweather and Cardi B name because he want to be a celebrity. I can't feel sorry for Armon Wiggins because he thinks he is Cardi B. You're not Cardi B, Armon, so get over it. Tasha K and Kelsey is very messy over there because Tasha K, Larry is not innocent in this because he sent you that message being messy. And Kelsey, you got up on here running your mouth only because you said that Jason Lee did not pay you at Hollywood Unlocked. So your statement is very biased. We cannot take what you say 100% because you allege that this man did not pay you at Hollywood Unlocked. So if y'all want Armon Wiggins to work for free, Kelsey, why didn't you stay over there and work for free? And why are you up in Hollywood Unlocked business if everything over there at Kiwi Studios is all good? If Tasha K tell you today, I'm not paying you ever again, would you continue to work for free? Absolutely not. So how do you expect this man to sit here and work for free? I don't care who y'all have met in the process. At the end of the day, Armon Wiggins is a brand. He is disrespectful to Black women, but Tasha K, you cannot sit here and not say you're not biased towards Armon Wiggins because we know you is. And this situation with Jason Lee and Armon is not compared to yours in his situation. Tasha K, let's be honest now. The people say that you do have a history of falling out with YouTubers. Armon Wiggins was just one of the bigger ones. So we cannot avoid history here, Wiley. Nobody's about to sit here and work for free. Kelsey, if you wanted to work for free, then Tasha K, stop paying her. And let's see how long it takes for her to go out and put a statement to Hollywood Unlocked in the shade room saying, or Cardi B, Tasha K ain't paid me either. I ain't got it. So don't sit up here and, say this man should work for free. Nobody should work for free. And Armon Wiggins, I can't feel sorry for you because you are not a celebrity. You get in these faces and you think you're on these people's level and you are not. So you got a rude awakening. Get on YouTube and try to make your platform bigger. Kelsey, stay out of Hollywood Unlocked business and be over there with TV Studios. And Tasha K, if everything's so good and dandy over there, then stop sending mixed messages to people being messy like Larry Reid over there. He could have kept that in the DM. Why is Larry Reid up here trying to instigate between, and we all know that Tasha K was going to send this to Wiley, and Wiley, you messy. That's why you're doing the live. So let's not act like you don't like this now because it's messy. And Kelsey, the first one up here in the phone call, girl, Tasha K, y'all got an interview. You up here worrying about Armon Wiggins not getting paid. If Tasha K paying you, girl, because Cardi B said she need her money. So let's be clear, But Wiley, it's just crazy. That man should not work for free. Like, what are y'all saying?
All right. Well,
but anyways, Wiley, I got to say, this is crazy.
Okay. Well, we thank you so very much, Sister Conservative, for calling in, for giving her thoughts and opinions about this topic. Thank you so very much, Sister Conservative. All right. We're down to one more caller, and then we're going to give our closing remarks. 2434, calling on air.
Wiley, I have one last point to make, and this is it. Ever since Armon been cool with Cardi B, I noticed how she been acting with Nicki Minaj. I don't like it. Shady, shady, shady. Good night.
All right. We thank y'all so very much. But, people talk about Chelsea. Chelsea makes a lot of money over there with Unwind with Tasha K. She makes good money over there, and she is definitely a social media person, media manager.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Good money. Let's just make that proof, because I remember she showed her income, and it was up there. Was it six figures? Maybe she showed that income because that's what she was dragging Wiley, and she showed her income. She makes good money, so that's one thing we can, especially she travels around the world, and she got 2 apartments, so she definitely makes good money. We definitely want to put that out there. But we also want to say thank y'all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. Our hour is up, all right, because we got to go back live later on. But we want to thank y'all so much to the callers that called in. I want to give a special shout out for y'all calling in, giving y'all work, and thank y'all so very much. We're going to see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all so very much. We got another live that we're going to do. We post it and everything like that. So make sure y'all be on the lookout into the community wall. We almost at 800 in the chat. So that'll let y'all know y'all into the mess. Y'all into the mess. Leave us a comment. Let us know how we did in the comments. I know y'all gonna drag me like y'all always do. And stuff like that. Shout out to people that cash up us the $11.11. Y'all have definitely came through. Thank y'all so very much. $11.11 is my favorite number. And y'all have came through with that. So we want to thank you so very much for the supporters. Now we got to come back. We got some more information about Kerryon Franklin. So we're going to come back with some more information about that. So we will see y'all then. Thank y'all so very much. And we will be back at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock East Coast time, 9 o'clock Central, because we definitely will be back doing a review on Bad Boys LA. And then we'll be talking about Kerryon Franklin again. All right. Peace.